I'm still into you. I should be over all the butterflies.
Hanging backstage with Paramore, Jeremy, Taylor, Hayley. Thank you guys so much for stopping in.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. First of all, tell me about the self-titled tour. How's it been going for you guys so far?
So good. Been having a lot of fun. We're about a fourth of the way through, I think, maybe,
yeah,
maybe not. Anyways, we worked out all the kinks of the show and everything. It's just, we're having a lot of fun, man.
And you still have some very big dates coming up, obviously in New York.
Yeah.
Headlining out there at the Madison Square Garden. How great is that going to be?
It's awesome. We're nervous, you know. We sort of put the whole show together that we're doing every night with Madison Square Garden in mind. Just knowing the pressure of like filling up a place like that with our sound and just the lights and the production and the set list. You know, we had Madison Square Garden on the brain the whole time, and it definitely feels like a show that's gonna do the trick. So we'll see. We're just really nervous.
And really, you guys have had a heck of a year. Everything from the album, top 10 single right now, and now on tour. I mean, this has been quite the year for you guys.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know, we're so thankful. We didn't expect any of this, you know, to have a single that's charted so high and to be able to play these venues, and everything has been amazing, man. We're so pumped.
And then, you know, you do a lot of interaction. Obviously, you go from city to city. We did a very cool Twitter takeover where people got to ask you questions and kind of interact with that city. I mean, that's got to be cool, another way to connect with your fans.
Yeah, for sure. Twitter, like, I have sort of a love-hate relationship with all social media, but it's been really cool for us. Our band was sort of born into the internet era, you know, the internet age and MySpace and LiveJournal and all those sorts of things, and we've always tried to take advantage of it because it's sometimes the only way that you get that connection with someone. I mean, we had people listening to our music in Australia and Japan like way before we ever went over there, and that's all because of the internet. So it's crazy to think about it, but Twitter's definitely been one of those things that has kept us, you know, it's been a good way to inform people about what we're up to and like tell them, just kind of like show people our personalities rather than just, you know, only the music and all that other stuff too.
Now, switching over when you bring up music, talk about a heck of an album.
Thanks.
You know, debuting at #1. This has got to be great for you guys, even to lead into that tour.
Yeah, this record took us all by surprise. You know, we didn't know what was going to happen. We knew that we weren't done, but we didn't know anything past that, you know, and so we just kind of dove in head first and made a 17-song album full of every different type of music that we're interested in, you know, just like experimenting however we could, and but at the end of the day, all feeling very organic, you know, and very inspired. So no, we couldn't be prouder of it, you know, and really just stoked that it's connected. I think a lot of times, you know, I would hope at least every band that comes out with a new record's like, this is the best thing we've ever done, you know, but that doesn't mean that people are going to connect to it, or that it, you know, most of those bands, they might be the biggest fans of that record, you know, but it's cool that we've made something that we connect with, that other people have connected with, you know. It's always like a really cool gift, you know.
And I know, you know, some say you've shifted a little bit in the sound regards of things too, and I know you wrote a lot on this album too. You know, how has that been, an effect for you guys in this album with this major success that you had so early?
Man, I mean, everything changed with this album, man. I mean, just logistically losing band members, everything has to change. You know, you can't do things the same way, you know. So I think with this album, I think we all had to open up ourselves to just exploring things we'd never explored, you know, stylistically, bringing in gospel choirs, string octets, and, you know, writing poppier things, writing heavier things. And I think, you know, at first we really tried to adhere to older, you know, patterns of writing and sounds, and I think we kind of hit a wall there really quickly, and we're just like, all right, man, we need to kind of rediscover our voices individually, and like how does this come together in 2000, I guess it was 12 at the time, you know, it's like what do we sound like now? No, and that's what happened. It was terrifying, but incredibly liberating and freeing, you know?
Yeah.
And talk about a single off and running, Still Into You. We just talked prior to number 9 right now on the charts, and it continues to move every time you guys go. That's got to be cool.
Yeah. I've heard it's going up. Like it's really crazy because we put the song out in April or May, and to think that now we're like nearing the end of the year and people are still finding out about it. It's like really exciting for us, and it's always cool to play it every night at the show and see how excited our fans are about it. I mean, because we're so excited. It's like this is such an amazing time for us, you know, as friends, as a band, like just to enjoy some really hard work that we did and sort of like this perseverance that we like had to really put our heads together and keep, you know, just strive to be a better band, and we feel like a better band. But you know, it's like Taylor's saying, all the fans and all the other people who are connecting with what we're doing is like this massive bonus that's just been exciting to celebrate.
And not to take away from that single, but you guys got to kind of always think, you know, what's that next one that people are really going to like? Is there a specific one that you guys really feel like really can connect with your listeners again?
Yeah. Well, right now, actually, in the UK, we're putting out a song called Daydreaming, which we played. It's part of our set list, but it was part of our set list in the UK as well. So that's going to happen over there, and then we'll be probably putting out another song that has a gospel choir in it.
Okay, there we go.
After that,
we'll just pick up the album and we'll just continue to listen through all 17, right? That's awesome. I saw reports too that, you know, regardless of the size, you know, if you're performing in New York, you're performing in Kansas City, you still kind of get a little bit nervous. Is that right?
Yeah, I get nervous all the time. I'm nervous right now. I still get really nervous. We all get nervous when we play TV. Well, Jeremy, do you ever get nervous?
I do, but I have this thing where I just act like I'm not nervous. I just act like I'm not doing what we are doing.
That's right.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's easy. Yeah, because once you get on stage, even if you're like, oh my gosh, your hands somehow still play all the songs from playing them the same songs for years. You're just like, oh, okay, my hands can play it. I can be freaked out anyways.
Honestly, looking at your guys' schedule, you guys are go, go, go. Do you ever have a time for you guys just to unwind and take away from music for anything for yourself?
I hope so. I'm trying to eat pretty soon.
There you go, eat. Do you have a favorite dish?
Favorite dish, everything.
Everything, doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're gonna be off a little bit for the holidays, but it's still gonna be really busy. I mean, it's been, you know, an amazing year for us, and it's hard to find the balance because you want to like celebrate and really like take advantage of the fact that like what you're doing is working and connecting with people. And so we've been having a lot of fun with it. We've been working really, really hard. But I mean, after the holidays, we have a few things booked for next year, and we'll stay busy next year, but I highly doubt it'll be like insane as this year was. This year was, I don't think we've ever had a year like this. Even when Riot first like sort of blew up, and that was like our first taste of being, you know, a successful band, for whatever that means, you know, it's been a crazy year. We're very grateful for it.
Well, very cool. Thank you guys again for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
And again, if you've not had an opportunity yet to pick up the album Paramore, pick it up. Again, on tour for the self-titled tour, Paramore. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you again. Thanks, guys.